Welcome everyone to Sayonara Electric. I found this game on Steam and I thought it looked cute. I don't really know what this is about, but it says like on the Steam page you can see a little image, and there is like a space ship thingy, you know, like a rakete, like a racket. I don't know. Can't think of it. And there's like a little flag that says Happy Holidays. So I'm thinking that this is a holiday game. I'm hoping it's a holiday game. It looks very cozy. So let's just treat it as a holiday game. And game start, am I right? Okay. Short hair girl and long hair?
私が聞いたことない話、教えてくれる?
Oh, shoot. I wasn't paying attention. I think she said something, I don't know. She just said, please tell me something, whatever.
僕が聞いたことない話、教えてくれる?
Oh, damn it. My Japanese isn't good enough. Damn it. I think he said something like kieta means like disappearing, I think. And oshiete means tell me. I think they said something about kudasai, which means please. So, please tell me I'm not going to disappear, or something like that, right?
Sayonara.
Sayonara. That's just how I'm going to interpret it. Sorry. Okay, the menu appears. What am I looking at? Oh!
壁掛けの電子カレンダーに重要な文字が明滅している。
There's voice acting. On a wall-mounted electronic calendar, important is flickering. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be voice acted, to be honest. Pleasant surprise. What's my plan today? I think vaguely. What is this, some kind of fan fiction? Like, just say it in a vague voice, right? Maybe I'm too harsh. It's just, what's my plan today? I think vaguely. The thinking is... Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay, the thinking like a Gaussian blur. I saw someone inside. What the hell is a Gaussian blur? Someone explain, please. Hello. Hello. Strange one. Oh. Good morning. Breakfast is ready. She gives me robot vibes. Oh, he. Sorry. Morning, Rick. What's today? Okay. Today is Christmas Eve. They give off like robot vibes, don't they? They seem like a robot. The date shown on the calendar is December 24th. Well.
White
Christmas? Sorry. White Christmas? Something that is not at all happening in Europe. Like, my sister lives in Vienna. I live in the north of Germany. There's no White Christmas anywhere in between. Let me just say that. The only White Christmas that I got was my cat waking me up by suffocating me with his white belly fur. Does that count as White Christmas? Because then, yeah, it was certainly white before it became very black. I asked a question while got up. Okay. It's a funny joke. You have never been snow, okay, since you came to this place, and forever, however, depending on the meaning of white, it is correct. The moon is always white. Okay, great. Thanks. Exactly. Laughing at Rick's joke. Wait, there was a joke in there? Was it lost in translation or lost in my brain? I can't even tell. I got off the bed. Oh, that's a cute little dangle. It would not survive my cat for, 2 minutes. I stood up and yawned. Something fluffy wrapped around my calves. Not those kind of calves, it's my cat. Morning, Alec. Cats are reassured by the smell rubbing on their territory. Alec rubs his body to reinforce the smell that has faded while I was sleeping. Well, thank you, Wikipedia. That is very kind of you to elaborate. I want to be with you, but I'm hungry. Very relatable. I walks over to the dining table, to the dining room table, where the smell of breakfast is in the air. Alex snuggled up and followed. It's like the relationship between a magnet and iron sand. That's cats for you. Like small puppies, some of them. Oh, well. Huh. Huh? You can click it, but you can't drag it. What do I do? I thought this was just a visual novel. Where else do you put the salt if not on the fucking egg? Ah, I picked up the fork! I sat down in chair. Then lifted table fork. Bacon and fried eggs on a white round plate. Well, I ate salt and pepper yesterday. I'm with soy sauce today. What? What does that mean? Oh, I didn't know you could put soy sauce on eggs. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Should try it sometime. I cut the fried egg with a table fork and carried it to my mouth. I was taught to use a table knife, in quotation marks, a long time ago. But is there any reason for me to follow that command today? How else would you eat an egg? Are you just gonna rip it apart with your hands? Rick is standing upright beside the table, smiling and watch over me have a meal. You know, this is... Alec is leaning on the wall and grooming. I love the way this is written. Seriously. Breakfast is fried egg every day. I change the seasonings from day to day so I never get bored. And my head is half asleep. In such a case, the light taste is just right. You know, I feel like you would get bored from eating fried eggs every day. Because, like, I made fried eggs and bacon for my girlfriend and I over the holidays, right? Because she's, like, not used to anything but, like, classic German cuisine. I don't know if you can call it cuisine, but, like, classic German dishes that you eat, like, in the country, you know? But, yeah, I love it, right? And she was like, I've never had bacon. I'm like, oh, girl, you're in for it now. I'm pretty good at B&E. So I made us some, and it was delicious, freaking delicious. But after eating it, it's never fulfilling, is it? Like, both of us were like, should we have some bread now? Like, it's never really fulfilling if you only have B&E. It's just us. Like, I don't know. I feel like, even though it should be a heavy breakfast, because there is, like, a lot of nutrients and, like, you know, fat and all that. But it's not very fulfilling, in my opinion. Maybe, am I wrong about that? What's your opinion? Let me know. I don't know. But isn't it just giving up? I think so. Wait, what? Sorry, I couldn't follow this conversation. Is it about you eating eggs every day? Is that giving up? Is it? Like, I don't know. Ooh. Perfectly cooked. There's a handy cooker on this lunar base. The amount of chemicals can be adjusted to produce a variety of fake foods that look and taste similar to the real thing. Ew! Sorry, but that sounds disgusting. Like, what? The fuck? The right amount of chemicals to... Ew! Like, I mean, I guess there's chemicals in everything you eat, but also, like, it's just... I don't know. Why would you have to phrase it that way? That sounds fucking disgusting. That said, considering my taste, nutritional value, and whether or not it's suitable for breakfast, it ends up being an always fried egg choice. Wait, what? So you eat fried egg for like every meal of the day? Freak. How are you ever fulfilled? Also, isn't it like bad for you if you eat like multiple eggs in a day? For example, yes, there are video games that can combine hundreds of millions of equipment and items, combinations of items that are limited to effectively finish such video games. Just like that! Okay. Okay, so no matter how many choices you have, you're always gonna go with fried egg? It seems to be liberty. I couldn't read the rest of that. Rick told me old stories of people celebrating glorified freedom in a world dominated by people who believed such dystopias to be utopias. Wait, a free world is a dystopia? Huh? Is this like commentary of liberalism? What? The meaning of being able to live just by moving according to the rules said, the meaning of being able to readily obtain mass-produced food from a factory. Some did not know that all that and longed for utopia. But my judgment may be inaccurate. Yeah, maybe. Because I feel like the environment around me is neither dystopian nor utopian. What is the environment around you? You haven't commented on your own environment. Despite the fact that life on this lunar base is far more artificial than the society that once existed on Earth. Yeah, I would expect it to be so after what you just said about the food. Disgusting. As I set my fork on the empty plate, Rick quickly took it to the kitchen. As a child, I used to love listening to the sound of water and dishes collide against each other as my family washed the dishes. While I was dazedly thinking about such things, Rick came back from the kitchen. The lunar base has a fully automatic dishwasher, but no sink. Wait, what? Why would you not have a sink? You need a fucking sink to like wash your hands constantly while you make food. Alec apparently sensed the atmosphere in which I had finished my meal, jumped up on my lap. Contemplative? But also you need a sink to like for preparing said food. Do you wash your vegetables in the bathroom sink? Like what is happening here? How is this more functional than a kitchen with a sink? This is a dystopia. I've changed my mind. What? How does that make sense? I stroked Alec's body a minute before holding her to my chest. Then I stand up from chair. Well, Alec knew what was going to happen because it is throat bearing. What the fuck are you talking about? I love this. Alec knew what was going to happen because it is throat bearing. I want this to be the fucking title for the video, but it's too long. Maybe I'll just put it in the thumbnail or something. I approached the work desk as I always do, and Alec jumped on the cat bed, as he always does. Fluid gender, I see. The animation is nice. Oh! Ah! I like that. Can I pick up the stylus? No? Okay, well. Internet. I was like, oh, game! But then again, internet. Internet is very important. Internet connectivity diagnosis. Download success. Upload. Fault. Well, this is just what I'm staring at every Friday evening before my next video comes out. Oh my god. Moonil. Moonil is best universe, marvelous, great search engine. So it is. Well, can you, like, oh. Well, you can type. Failed to upload the search keyword. The access ranking is displayed randomly. What? How is this? How is this a futuristic world? And you're still can't get your internet to work. Space travel aircraft crash in December 2108. Still not converge. I was about to say coverage because that would make sense. What? I don't understand how that makes sense. Urban legends. It's an urban legend? Space travel aircraft crash in December 2108, still not converge. Cheap space travel had been all the rage since the mid-2100s. Space travel, which until then had only been available to specially trained astronauts and the wealthy, became more accessible, and many people began to travel into space. Tickets sold by major travel agencies sold out immediately. Okay. I mean, I recently I wrote an article about this and whole thing, how it's not possible to fly into the space in the future if we keep going with all the trash that we send up into the atmosphere. And I was just like, yeah, in the future, it's going to be really easy to get to space. And no, it's actually the opposite, because we're kind of like, ruining it for ourselves. We're essentially cutting off our world from all space travel. But anyway, when smaller companies learned of the craze, they hastily advertised cheap tours. There were also some concerns that an accident might occur someday, but they were ignored as the jealousy of those who missed the craze. I mean, I guess it makes sense for there to be accidents when there's something happening all over the place, And then December 24th, 2108, the concerns of some people have become a reality. At the time of the accident, one emergency escape pod was all that was needed. Currently, it's impossible to operate without an escape pod with enough people on board. Wait, what does that mean? Huh? It's impossible to operate without an escape pod with enough people on board. So does that mean you need one escape pod, but there wasn't one at the time of the emergency? Is that what happened? The situation on board the plane at the time of the accident was revealed from communication records and other data. After consultation with the crews, it was decided that only those younger in age would ride in the escape pod. So there was one escape pod, but they needed more, is what they're trying to say, right? So they needed more, but there was only one, and that was kind of like the issue there. Kind of like with the Titanic, how there were like 2 little escape boats. After that, the space travel craze gradually subsided, perhaps partially due to an aircraft crash accident. Okay, the lack of funds for space development intensified, and the lunar surface development plan led by the Our Country team was derailed without any time to dismantle the base. But accidents always happen, right? As I just said with the Titanic, accidents always happen. It's not like there's any less space cruise or cruise ships on the ocean, right? Just because some of them, had tragic accidents, which is horrible. It doesn't really deter anything, is what I'm trying to get at, right? How would this just freeze the entire program? I don't get it. The black hole was, wait, what? The black hole has swallowed aircraft and escape pod everything. There's no room for rescue. How is there a transmission left? How is there a black box? The search is a live transmission? The search party announced, but the intellectuals thought it was an excuse for the budget shortfall. What? It's time for me to tell you about the internet meme that has been handed down as so plausible. Occasionally, someone receives a mysterious electronic signals from an abandoned lunar base. It's the SOS of the survivors of the space plane crash. I'm sure that person is still waiting to be rescued. Oh, and that person is us. If that's true, then the survivors have been on a lunar base for 10 years. That is despite the fact that the food reserves is very small. The lunar base was left undone due to lack of budget. It's a relic. How does it feel to be left out there? Oh, so we don't really have food anymore? Nobody should want to imagine that. Oh, and that's our situation, is it? Nice. Rick is staring at me. It's as if you want to talk. Wait, as if I want to talk? We want to talk to Rick? But also, if we were in a black hole, you know what I mean? How did we survive? I guess the rest of the crew went to the black hole, right? Was swallowed by the black hole, and we alone was the only child on board. We took the only escape pod, right? So we alone survived. But then again, it kind of if we alone survived, right? Why we just so happened to be able to escape with our little escape pod to the lunar station, right? But also the space development whatever, it only got shut down after the tragedy, right? So it should have been in full swing when we escaped to the lunar station. So I don't understand why there was nobody here except for a cat robot and a person robot. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't there be workers here? And also, if they got the transmission that one of us was safe and escaping in an escape pod, why would they just be like, yeah, it's an urban myth that anyone could have survived? You know what I mean? I don't understand why nobody's bothering to come back here, is what I'm trying to say. But then again, if there's a risk of a black hole, I kind of get it. I don't know. Whatever, let's continue. But that may not be what Rick thinks about, just because I want to hear. Ah, okay. I want Rick to want to talk to me. I get it. Hey, Rick, can you tell me a story I haven't heard of? Please? I don't know if it's a story you've never heard, but I can tell you a story I've never told you. It's a story from a certain country where I was designed. In that country, it was said that the old people, persecuted by the young, would create another society that would develop on its own. However, contrary to the public's assumptions, society became better for the elderly. I mean, I guess society is completely centered around the elderly. In a majority voting country, young people suffering from the wave of declining birth rate and aging had not been given decent work and had fled to a digital virtual space. What, Reddit? The IT industry scene had become another youth-only society, although it was often ridiculed as risky business or false work. What kind of world has come to pass as a result of the division of society into two? Wait, is she trying to say that this is what our society is like? Because it really isn't. My designer was so very, very sad that I erased all the memory about that from my storage media. I snorted. Hearing that. Okay. All right. I feel like something like that, like a division of society, would not really work for a large number of years, is what I'm trying to say. It's kind of like people always end up mixing. Society always ends up like mixing, integrating itself once again. We are too curious as to just leave it be, is what I'm trying to say. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't think our society is divided at all. Like, not as drastically as she put it like that. Anyway, I snorted, hearing that. Not because the talk was boring. Nah, absolutely not. You said the same thing yesterday. Oh. It was as if my talk back had turned off electric light. Oh no, electricity is off. The game is called Sayonara Electric. I saw the emergency lights at my feet light up and understood that the lights had gone out. And then I realized something very important that I must never forget. Remembered. Today is December 24th, 2118. So 10 years after arriving here. Rick. There's no electricity left. Rick's shut off. I gently touched Rick's right hand as he leaned against the window. Perhaps I've never touched it before. I wonder if Rick always had such warm hands. I don't know anymore because it's mixed up with my body temperature. Oh no. Is it wrong for a human to love what is not human? Alec lying at his feet. Wait, why is there a cat here? Now think about it. Like, it was strange from the very beginning, but also, like, why would there be a cat here? You know what I mean? Was it smuggled onto a spaceship? And did you take it with you? Does it have a spacesuit? Like, that doesn't make any sense, does it? I don't think it does. Alec lying at his feet is more energetic than any stray cat carcass Carcass? Is it dead? I've seen as a child. It can't be, but he looks as if he's about to yawn. So has Alec always been dead? The chemical fibers tangle in the palm of my hand and feel fluffy and comfortable. Oh my god. Alec is another robot. So both the cat and Rake, both of them, were just robots from the very beginning. And now electricity is off, so both of them... Oh no. However, as I stroked they, I could feel the warmth gradually fade away, that immobile joints were already chilly. So they're trying to make it seem as if the cats died. I groped for a portable light and turned the manual handle on the switchgear. Oh, yeah. So I knew long ago. So we already knew that electricity would eventually shut off. I leave the room through the door that opens more lazily than usual. And it was decided by myself. I walked straight down the hallway, dimly lit by emergency lights. I mean, I guess you at least have them for a little bit longer. Somehow, I thought it was an eternity. However, the computer's calculations were perfect. It was like saying it's by the book. So we knew from the very beginning that things would turn out this way. We knew from the very beginning that electricity would eventually run out. And now's the time, on Christmas 10 years later. I open my closet and take out a heavy spacesuit. I wore it when I came here 10 years ago. That can't be true, but it smells like a lunar soil. Ah, there's the image. Happy holiday. The moon's surface is the same as it was 10 years ago. Maybe the number of craters is increasing or decreasing. However, it's not the number of moles in significant other, so I don't remember that far as a matter of course. Wait, what the fuck did I just read? Maybe the number of craters is increasing or decreasing. However, it's not the number of moles in significant other, so I don't remember that far as a matter of course. Okay. Let's think for a minute. Let's try and interpret what the author is trying to tell us with this. So I'm guessing they're trying to be poetic about this. So it's not about how many craters there are on the moon and whether the number of said craters is increasing or decreasing. It's about there being moles in the first place and us remembering them. Is that what they're trying to say? Okay. Good oxygen. Great to see you again. What? What is happening? Oxygen? There's no oxygen on the moon, you silly Billy. I'm a fool. The oxygen supplied from the oxygen cylinder is exactly the same as that previously circulated at the base for 10 years. Oh, it's not just the electricity, everything turns off. So even the oxygen circulation and all that is, and all the food, it's run out. So I'm guessing it's not just Sayonara Electric, it's Sayonara Life. Our time has run out, like actually. But when the view scenery changes, it makes you want to take a deep breath. Maybe it's human fate. I mean, I guess. So all that's left is what we have in our spacesuit. I turned around to see Rick leaning against the window. Rick does not move in a dark room with Rick's eyes turned to empty space. Honestly, I would stay in the space station and just take Rick's hand, have the kitty in my lap. I would die like that. I would not go outside and die alone and forever. The lunar base's electricity was supplied by solar panels, but that was a long time ago. Wait, so that would mean that it's self-sustaining. Why would... does solar panels work in space? But also, wouldn't that mean there would be infinite amount? A meteorite that looks like an ornament says it all. Oh... Okay, I see. The storage batteries should have lasted for 100 years if I had only lived a minimal livelihood. How is it that I ran out of it in 10 years? because I wasn't a robot or a
歯車や
cog.
ロボットではなく、
Hmm.
真っ逆さ
I
まに
walked
突き
across
刺
the
さった
spaceship,
脱
which
出
was
コードを
turned
乗
upside
せて
down and stuck in the
冬
ground.
眠装置に
Wait, this is where we were all this time? That's our spaceship?
こちらのソーラーパネル
To the
が
facility where the hibernation pods were located. Hibernation pods? The solar panels at this facility are glittering because they reflect the light of the stars. So there's still solar panels?
安らか
I'm
な
so
夢の
confused.
中に
From now on, I'm going to be alone. I remember those 10 years and want to dream.
生きてい
Ming.
たのださよならエレクトリック
A farewell to electricity. Sayonara electric.
しいな
I'm lonely. Oh. Okay. Hello. I'm so confused. Also, this is not our space station. Who the hell would fit in something like that? It's so small. Also, why is there a can? And I don't. What? Where are we tied up? Where's our spacesuit? I'm so confused. Okay, that's it. I guess. That's it. I guess. You know what? Nice music, but like, okay, Kono Arisaka, maybe you can tell us. I have no idea what just happened, you know what I mean? Female protagonist by Mitsu. So we did choose the male protagonist. I guess their voice cadence was a little bit lower than Mitsu's. And also, his hair was slightly shorter. Okay, Tisa, the male protagonist by Tisa. We are Team Tisa here. Remember, we're Team Tisa. But like, seriously. So, as I understand it, this game was kind of like, okay, so this game was about like a space tour that went wrong because suddenly, I guess, there was a black hole in their face, and they had time to realize that and be like, okay, we have one escape pod that would, for some reason, be able to stray off course, and like defy the pull, I guess, of a black hole. And only one child can enter, so the youngest one enters, and that was us. Team Tisa, we entered that, and then we were lucky enough, I guess, to steer to the Luna station. Well, the rest of the the rest of the people, they died, presumably, the black hole. And then on that space station, we met 2 robots, nobody else, and we had no way to contact the outside world, except we did, but people just saw that as an urban myth. And then 10 years later, we died, I guess, because a meteor broke the solar panels and we didn't have any electricity to run the space station anymore. Is that it? And then we chose to die alone in our space suit instead of dying with our friends, the robots? I don't really get it. And that's why it's Sayonara Electric and we're really, really sad because we're lonely. There's so many plot holes here. But then maybe that's the metaphor, you know? It's like it's not about the lunar craters, it's about the big picture. I mean, I guess the concept of the game was fine, I guess. I don't know, I guess there's like something to be pulled out of this. Except for the weird political stance they had in the middle there. And the music was nice, so there's that. I'm sorry, video game live streaming of this game is not allowed. I mean, I guess we're not live streaming. I'm not making any money out of this, so it should be fine, right? I mean, I guess, right? It should be fine, Kamin Games. Thank you. I paid $1 for this. If you too want to spend a $1 for this game, then you can get it on the Steam sale. Because it's like actually like, let's look at the extras, but like it's actually like 10 euros for this game, and I paid like a 98 cents or something. I don't know. Is it worth it? What's the extra here? Music. Reminds me of Snow Kiss. If anyone knows that reference. Wait, this is just the same song, but like different singers, I guess? What's the game? Marvelous game platform, Vapor. Hello user. Wait, you don't even have a username, you fucking plebeian. The achievements, the moon. Oh, we're the plebeian. I'm the pleb for not having a username because like this is our game and our achievements. We landed on the moon. So there's gender blind, selected 2 genders, sounds good, rang the cat's collar, and found the sweets, Christmas candy. Are we gonna do that? I don't really feel like doing that. I don't really see the point. So internet connectivity, download success, upload. Yeah, well. Wait, success? Huh? So we actually were successful in contacting someone this time? Well, the more you know. Does that do anything? I don't think it really does anything at this point. Jot down cat. Under maintenance. Great. Thank you, Mooniel. So glad that this is what the future is like. Is there anything we can actually do? Like, upload. Yeah, well. I mean, there's really nothing for us to do here, is there? How is this an extra? Is this just about looking at what we've achieved in the game? Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that that's that for the game. I don't think there's anything else here. Thank you for joining me, I guess. What a weird little game. I mean, the water animation is nice. Yeah. I don't know about this one, guys. Anyway, I'm guessing I just wanted to play something for the holidays to just kind of wish you guys happy holidays and like, you know, a happy time because holidays are not really it's a difficult time for a lot of people. And I'm just hoping that you are making the best of things and like, you know, calming down, taking some time for yourselves, you know, cuddling up with a blanket or whatever, maybe a cat if you have one. But yeah, I just want to say I'm really glad for this year. I've only been uploading since August. And since then, over 100 people have joined this channel. And I'm so happy and like incredibly surprised. And I just wanted to say that one more time before this year's over. Thank you so much for being here. And I wish you all the best, guys. Take care of yourselves and Happy New Year. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.